What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Lowheat Show. You see, we're still working with some really top-end graphics and production design, production quality. So, yeah, doing big things here. Appreciate you clicking or listening, whatever. We're on. I say we, as in like I have a whole team. We, as in the show that I produce, is on Spotify. So if you want to give us a listen on Spotify, you can too. You don't just have to watch us on YouTube. And yeah, maybe you are listening on Spotify. I don't think so. I don't think I've gotten any listens on Spotify yet. But yeah, again, pardon my use of the word we. There is no we. It's just me. So I'd appreciate you subscribing. Here we are. Channel currently stands at 3,999 subscribers. So hopefully by the time this is uploaded later in the day, we'll hit that 4,000 subscriber mark. So I appreciate that. A lot of things on the show today. Going over a lot of different stuff. So stick with me. Give it a listen. We got some Lowheat steals. A big suggestion for a collection that you guys might be into to, start a little bit of a collection. And a lot of rumors of things dropping. My opinion on those. Some low heat things to maybe keep your eye on. And yeah, with that, let's bring it down. Nice little fade. Oh, look at that. We're getting the hang of this. And then the hard pause. All right, first up, what's cooking? That's our little news segment. We're gonna kind of go over the rumor mill of releases and what's happening in the sneaker world. First up, might not be big news to you guys, but I think it's pretty cool. Apparently, Yuto Horigome, a professional skater, Nike athlete, is getting his second shoe. If you remember, his first one debuted back in the Paris Olympics, and he took gold there. He's a beast. Really good skater, really clean and technical in competitions. And apparently, so here's, for frame of reference, here's his first one if you forgot. Sorry if you're just if you happen to be listening to me only, that's wild, first of all. So appreciate you. If there is one or two people who are just listening out there in the world, I'm going to try to do my best to describe things and not just pretend this is a visual show. But if you remember, this pair was his original debut pair, and like these I thought were fire for an understated colorway, which usually I gravitate towards the flashier stuff, hence FancyPants. I really like the little pink hit, the gray, and so I really like that. Now with these coming out, they're green. It's kind of like green frog color variations of green, much more woodsy and moss, and I really like these too. So I will definitely be attempting to get these. I think I might like his original pair a touch more. And I love green. Green's like probably my favorite color. So it's kind of odd to say, but those first pair are really nice. And these are really nice too. So I will be going for those. I missed out on the gray pair. I missed out on these, and these are still going for like a good chunk of change, especially in this like post-hype era. Like my size 12, going for 378 on StockX. Last sale 393. That's kind of wild. Not a collab, just a technically a GR. Well, maybe a little bit more limited. Nike SB. That's absolutely wild. Anyways, moving along. If you happen to follow Clint from Corteiz, the UK designer, you might have seen on his stories, if you're a close friend, which I think every one of his followers is a close friend on Instagram, or whatever that means, if you're not a bot or a company. He released this video to his stories and teased his next collab with Nike, which I think people are going to be hyped over. I definitely I slept on the Air Maxes. I should have gone harder after that pink pair. Pink pair was fire, but as you can see here, was it the Nike Air Trainer Hurache? Look at those. Again, I'm not really a gray sneaker
No, serious.
person, but these definitely
Serious.
90s, the 90s vibes with a strap. Something about just this like military-esque with the gray under the undersock is camo. Definitely looks like a military boot. Just kind of gives the Cause 4 vibes, Air Jordan 4 vibes a little bit. That toe gum, like a gum toe there. I think, yeah, pretty uh pretty dope. Uh, yeah, the Air Trainer Hurache. Never had a pair of these back in the day, but and again, these aren't like bright and flashy, but I really for not being a gray shoe person, these are dope. I will definitely be trying to get these, not just for because they're hyper resale. I really like these. I don't have a ton of great pairs in my collection either. Just a real interesting shoe. The Nike Air, the Air Trainer Hurache. It's a lot going on there. It's kind of the Air Trainer mixed with a Hurache sock booty. So you kind of got like that like cross trainer vibes of a football basketball shoe with that they did in the 90s, with field track shoe with also kind of a hiking shoe, or a runner. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. But those will definitely be sold out very quickly when they drop. Next up, I didn't see this a ton of places. Maybe, this just like skipped my radar, but here's some images from Hypebeast Kicks of the upcoming Travis Scott Air was it? The Nike Zoom Field Jaxx. The Zoom Field, so it's like a field general combined with Travis's like Air Trainer take. And these I actually don't mind. I kind of like I'm kind of vibing with the colorway. The midsole's a little hectic there. I don't love that midsole, but I kind of don't mind the upper. I like the Field General. I like the Union Collab. I know they were bricks and not for everyone, but I kind of like the Field General as a silhouette. I liked the Union Collab. I did not get them though. I didn't like them enough to try and get them. I know they're kind of very affordable, but these, you see the Travis Scott branding on the heel and stuff. I like these, to be honest, better than his Jumpman Jaxx. The Jumpman Jaxx, I am confused by. They are like a Nike Air Trainer kind of, which I'm down with. It's kind of from my era, the 90s, the big strap on the front. I get it, just that was never really my shoe in the 90s so much. Uh, I just, yeah, I was a big indoor. If you watched enough of my unboxing videos, um, I'm just a big. Back then, I was an indoor soccer shoe guy. That was my thing. I didn't love all the chunky basketball shoes or cross trainers that a lot of the other kids had. It just wasn't my vibe. They weren't great for playing soccer in, and I played a lot of soccer at recess and just in general in life. So this look is kind of nostalgic for me, but it's not something that I gravitate towards. This is definitely like just kind of like what I was just saying, much more narrow silhouette. I like the feel general. This midsole, I'm not a huge fan of this midsole here, but I do gravitate towards these more than the Jumpman Jacks. This is so confusing to me. Can someone explain it to you? Do you guys who are listening, who are watching, do you guys like the Jumpman Jack uh, Travis Scott shoe? Is that like your cup of tea? Is it, is it doing it for you? Does it get your juices going? Like, it's crazy. The price on these is above retail. I would have thought by the third iteration of these would be under retail. Uh, it's kind of wild that these are sold out, going for above retail. There's already been like three colorways. There's more colorways coming up. I don't get it. I see them once in a while. I don't see them all that often too out here in LA. I think I've seen them a couple times, but just I mean the colorways are fine. It looks like it looks the color blocking is like and the various panels are like if you took the dunk paneling and color blocking and mixed it with one of those like Dion trainers. Um, and then put a backward swoosh on it. So I do not get I do not quite understand the hype around this other than the obvious is the Travis Scott collab, but like not all of his have hit. Like look at this. yeah, this Nike Air Trainer, that's a brick. You can find those for like for free, and you can get these things. Maybe it was a little too much, doing too much with the zipper and the cloth outsole, but or upper. But to me, these are a little extra. I'll give you that. These are a little extra, but like it's not too far away from the Jumpman Jack in my opinion. So it's just it's curious to me how the Jumpman Jacks are doing that well. It really is. Moving on. This came across my feed. This is a post by Sneaker News. First look at the New Balance Fresh Foam Basketball V3. Fresh Foam Basketball V3, and it's kind of interesting where like basketball sneakers are right now, because for a long time it's kind of been retros of classics. Then Kobe's got hot for a minute. Um, LeBron was kind of the only current player. Some things were cooling. Paul George's weren't that big. Certain KDs hit home, but like innovative new basketball signature shoes. I feel like now we're kind of going through a little bit of a renaissance where some pairs like people are really messing with. The Puma ones for LaMelo, those kind of always catch my eye. The new Ant Edwards ones, I like some of the colorways. I don't think I could rock those just in normal clothes. A little too freaky for me. But like these came across and these like immediately caught my eye. The colorways. I love this like pastel mixture right there on that one, and then the slime green there. I'm always gonna be a 12-year-old boy. No real apologies, sorry. And then even contrasted next to this brown one, like I mess with them all. Apparently, this is Zach Levine's kind of signature shoe with New Balance, but just thought I'd throw it in here to mix it up. Like, if a basketball shoe can get me to stop scrolling, and I'm not like, ooh, that's ugly, that's trash. That's to me an impressive feat. Like, I don't really vibe with the Hardens, the Adidas Hardens, but I do like some of the colorways of the Ant Edwards. It's an interesting shoe. I definitely, if I balled more, I would rock a pair if I got a pair. But I really like these New Balance Fresh Foam V3s, basketball V3s. So yeah, let me know what you think about those. All right, moving on. We'll pause in the news action for some pickups. I recently waited in line. I got outside, waited in line, and uh, at Undefeated, and I did get the Nike LA Dunk Lows. Check out my unboxing. I it's kind of nice to just like go out, try to get somewhere early, pre-opening, see there was actually people in line, but not crazy. Everyone in line was able to get their pair. Unfortunately, there was a woman in line, the first one in. I think she took my girlfriend's size, so I had to go a half size up for her. She thinks she's gonna rock them. She's just gonna. They're not so loose. They're not like weird or uncomfortable. They're just bigger than normal, so she's gonna rock with them. But yeah, I got these, and then as I got these that day, as I picked them up, uh, they go on sneakers. These are going to be on sneakers, available this Saturday. So I get into this on my unboxing. I won't get into all of it here, but just I don't know. I feel like it was a little false marketing. We're led to believe this might be an LA exclusive, which is stupid on my part. Like, of course, they're not going to be. Of course, it's going to be a general release, but I felt it was some of the marketing around it was a little suspect. So that's all right. I like him. Shout out Undefeated. I was able to get my pair. Check out that unboxing to see him on foot. I like him a lot. But yeah, don't want to spend too much time on that. Go check out that video. Moving on, other pickup. I was able to cop these online. Don't have them in hand yet. Make sure you subscribe because that unboxing will be coming up. What are they? What am I talking about? The new Salehe Bembury New Balance 530s. I think these are dope. I wasn't really familiar with the New Balance 530 too much. You see them around. I see them at the gym a lot. Girls wearing them, guys wearing them. The GR colorways. It is kind of their more affordable uh, lifestyle model. The 530. If you didn't know, I didn't know this, but a lot of the numbers associated with price. So the higher number you went up, at least back in the day, the higher the number went up, the closer to $100 they got. Back in the day, $100 was pretty expensive for a shoe, but New Balance are well made, they're comfortable, materials made in America, all that stuff kind of, that was part of the reason behind the cost. So the 990 series and 9 all that stuff up there was the more expensive shoes, and 530s, it makes sense that these are more affordable. I think these were 130 retail. And um let's see what a just a regular New Balance 530, what do these cost if they're not a collab. But yeah, it was 130 retail on his website where they dropped. They're only 100. Yeah, they're only $100. $100, just a GR. It's only $100, so that's pretty good considering a normal New Balance in the 990 series will run you anywhere from 180 to 225 to even more, depending if it's a collab or if it's a made in UK edition. But yeah, $100 New Balance. So definitely an affordable lifestyle silhouette for them, for the brand. So yeah, a couple days ago, Salehe on his website, Be a Sponge, dropped this collab, and you could actually get it. I was like 7 hours, 8 hours late to the drop. I was like, oh crap! And just I went to the website just to check, and sure enough, they had like sizes left. They were also allowed of size 12s, so a little risky there. If I have not tried on the shoe previously or don't own it, don't know the sizing, I tend to go a half size up. I've been stuck with too many pairs that are too tight, too small, and that's just a feels bad scenario. So generally speaking, if I don't know the silhouette or the model, I go half size up to be safe, and I just deal with the extra room. So I was only able to get my size, but we'll see. I'm optimistic that these will fit, being true to size. But yeah, he always gets. This is Michael Laley. He always gets actors who kind of vaguely look like him to like be in these campaigns. He's gotten other actors and models before previous, which I think is kind of cool, kind of funny, kind of to essentially to be him, to be Salehe. I've seen Salehe around in LA a couple times. Seems like a nice dude. He's tall, like he's tall. Like he's a skinny dude, but like he's taller than me, and I'm like almost 6 foot. Here's the campaign video. But yeah, I'm excited to get them, to rock them. So what? They're $30 over to a typical pair, but they look fire, don't they? Uh, I'm definitely excited to get them in hand, try them on, review them. They might become my new gym kicks. So we'll definitely get some wear tests in on them and let you get. Maybe I'll do a wear review after I wear them for some months at the gym. They won't go with everything being that color, but it's kind of like a subtle yellow, bright green. It's not super bright. I really like them. I would like to know what you guys think about them, so let me know. Uh, okay. Up next, I just want to take 1 second here. A little news topic. Uh, this is a kind of fashion shoe channel, of course, sneaker channel, but I think there's a lot of crossover with collectibles in our world. I bet a lot of you are into certain sort of collectibles. We all collect sneakers and stuff. Topps posted this, that Raleigh Fingers of the Brewers, shout out Brewers and the A's, but I'm a fan of his through the Brewers, is a card collector. And apparently he routinely buys some cards from a local shop that he lives by, and he happened to pull a Yamamoto signed rookie card from a box that he bought. And came back to the store, showed it off, and I think that's dope. But then every Instagram post I can't. It's like a train wreck. I don't want to look, but I can't help myself. Sometimes I have to look at the comments, and if sure enough, there is an idiot comment, number one, 800 likes almost. Funny how these high-end athletes find these rare cards. You like I'm already going apoplectic almost. Let's think about this for a second. Topps, in all of their marketing and scheming and social media, viral plotting and planning, they're like, oh, let's give this retired pitcher from the 80s a signed card to show off, because that will really get the kids going. That will like they It is so crazy to me that people think that like it was a plant. Why would they have Raleigh Fingers open this? He is not that famous. He is like some of the Topps demo is middle-aged dude collectors. So maybe Raleigh Fingers moves the needle a little bit with some of those guys. That is definitely a segment of the baseball sports card collecting community, is middle-aged dude, older dude. But like that is it. Topps wants younger kid money, so they grow up and it's nostalgia for them and they're lifelong collectors. You don't think that if they wanted to influence people into buying packs of cards that they wouldn't like seed, I don't know, Justin Bieber, freaking Kai Sinat, uh, Mr. Beast, anyone, uh, Tom Holland. You don't think they would seed those guys some autograph cards, or if they got wind someone's a card collector? Like, why would they seed Raleigh Fingers an autographed card? It makes absolutely no sense. Zero sense. This guy's not rich. If he was getting saves today in today's World Series, he'd be crazy rich. This guy is just, anyways. End of rant, but just like funny how like there's multiple comments. How does it always happen with celebrities and athletes? Like no one in Tops is like, oh yes, this is our perfect. This will get the kids to buy cards. Um, I can't with stupid Instagram comments. I just absolutely can't. Sorry, I had to get on my soapbox there for a second. All right, little quick fit check. All right, today we are rocking the Cause Kid Cudi t-shirt. It's got a back graphic too. Cause Kid Cudi t-shirt. I really like these. There's another version too. I really like this t-shirt a lot. And then I got my Rancho Cucamonga Quakes the fitted cap on. They are a single A affiliate minor league team of the Dodgers. The Dodgers of the World Series. So I thought I'd wear it today. I thought I'd wear a hat today because I just got a fresh trim, once a year haircut. My hair is super silky smooth, never is, and just putting it up. I don't know. It wasn't sitting right, so I'm like, you know what? I could wear a hat today for once in 5 years. I barely wear hats anymore, so I had to let the locks flow, silky smooth. So moving on from Fit Check, some more sneaker news. Apparently, we have the Air Jordan 1 Low Game Royal coming up end of November. And the Air Jordan 1 Low appreciation and fandom has definitely gone down, I would say, recently. It's not as quite as hype as it used to be. Not just every colorway sells out and resells, but this one for me, I'm a sucker for that Chicago uh, color blocking with a white toe box, white mid panel, and I think I will be going for these actually. I have the starfish versions of these. I really like them. I wish I could tell the future though, and could tell if these were going to sit and go on sale. Uh, but I think my approach will be go for these on sneakers, sit on them, see if these drop on sale somewhere else, and then if they do, return them, cop them on sale. I think that's going to be my game plan. Let me know what you guys think. Related news: the Air Jordan 1 Low 85 Royal has reportedly been canceled, according to Hypebeast. Hypebeast Kicks. These really weren't for me. Um, this wasn't an original 85 colorway, so it's weird to me applying this 85 shape and cut to non or OG colorways. Because like the whole thing about the 85, this is like how they originally were released back in 85. But if that colorway wasn't there, it just seems a little bit mixed, marketing to me. Also, they just came out with a pair kind of similar to these a couple years ago. Was it like Mystic Navy, I think was the official colorway. It was kind of just a different shade of blue. Um, and those weren't for me either. I ended up returning them. Just too much black leather on top. I didn't love them. Too dark of a shoe. So, not that sad that these are going away. Let me know though. Comment if you are looking forward to these and you're bummed they're not doing them. they are doing though is the Air Jordan 3 Black Cement Retro again. These I felt like just came out. Maybe I just felt like they came out because like kind of that's when I got into sneakers. 3 Cement, Black Cement. Yeah, I think it was 2017. I think it was 2017 that these came out. And yeah, I passed on them then. And I think this time, or was it, 2018? I think 2018. I passed on them for the same reason. All black leather upper just wasn't it for me. Now, as my tastes have matured, growing older, I really can appreciate the original retro aspect to it. The retro aspect to it. I really do appreciate that. I've seen them more on foot since 2018. And I do like them both in photos and on foot. So I think this time around, I'm not going to pass it up. I think it's just good to have in the collection. I won't be rocking these all the time. That's just not my flavor. But I definitely like them back better than back in 2018. It's just such an iconic shoe. I just kind of want to have it in the collection this time around. So yeah, I will be going for those. I assume along with many of you, but me personally, this really wasn't my thing, and I think this time around though I'm going for them. Another retro that recently news hit rumored to be coming out is next year, be 2025, will be the 40th anniversary of the Jordan 1, which debuted in 1985. And apparently, they will be doing the black and red, the iconic black and red shoes, or as people like to call them, Bred. I don't like calling them Bred. That's just me. Maybe because I'm old. But the black and reds, here he is wearing them. I think All Star Game is like the one time, memorable time he wore this colorway. He only really wore in games the Chicago colorway and the black toe colorway, primarily the Chicago colorway. This pair he only, I think, wore during this All Star Game. But these will be coming out, and I do not own a pair. I've never owned a pair. I will definitely be going for these, despite the predominantly black leather upper. Need these, want these bad. I'm sure a lot of you do too. I think these will be a 85. Yes, 85 cut. Now this makes sense. Applying the 85 treatment to these makes sense. You know, this came out, was one of the original colorways. It's iconic. I definitely will be looking to get these. And they're going to be doing a lot of Air Jordan 1 drops in 2025. This might be the crown jewel, but they're also going to be doing the black toe reimagined. And I think also rumored is the Carolina, the UNC, the powder blue colorway. So those are those kind of three big heavy hitters for the Air Jordan 1's 40th anniversary. And with that comes to our topic of the day. Topic of the day being if you were a Jordan 1 fan, aficionado, you mess with them. A retro collection, not an original, a retro collection of them is very, very attainable if you did not realize this. Now, I know a lot of people are Jordan 1 fans, and some have cooled on them a bit because the public has cooled on them. But if you're like me, and like most people, love the Jordan 1, and you're like me, you're a bit of a collector, there's all the original colorways that they came out with in 1985. And a number of them have retroed recently, and with both the declining economy, the declining sneaker market, the amount of retros, you can basically get the all the colorways that came out in 1985 for a very reasonable price. So if you look here, I did all the legwork for you. So what if you look at this list? So coming up soon, we have the black red high that'll be coming out in the 85 cut. So try to get those for retail. The black toe high reimagined, that's next year also. The Carolina, the UNC powder blue high, that's apparently going to be a reimagined. Those are all coming out next year. So try to get those for retail. That will be big hits good foundation. I feel like even if you miss just being the sneaker market being what it is, like the resell on these isn't going to be like what it was 5 years ago. You're not going to be taxed because like I'm going to get to them in a second, but some of these I own and I paid resale for them and I paid way too much. So at least this, I don't think this will be the case coming up next year. So those are three big heavy hitters that you can add to your collection next year at retail, hopefully. Crossing your fingers for all of us. Next up, there's only a couple on here on this list that are like expensive, and the Chicago Lost and Founds are one of those. But like they made so many pairs of these, they're actually not that expensive. So many people are sitting on them dead stock. You could find a pair used for a decent price. It's crazy how affordable these are. It's mainly due to the sneaker market, the Jordan 1s going down, and how many pairs they made. But you can get the most coveted, the most sought after, the most popular colorway of the Jordan 1, Retro Jordan 1 for not crazy. Trade some shoes, etc. Get your pair, secure your pair now while the market's low. In 5 years when the Chicago one hasn't been out for a minute, all these are going to be, I don't know what, $200, $300 more. Um, so you don't want to sleep too long. It's good if you missed out or want to double up. Now's the time. What else you got? The natural gray. Oh, my OCD's messing with me. The natural gray high that came out in 2021, the 85 cut. Those are around a little over retail. The black and white high 85 cut from 2023, a little over retail. Both of these I got taxed on. I paid above resale uh, uh, by a lot. But now you look at the prices now. If you don't have them, and this is of interest to you, like getting all the retros of the original 85 release. Uh, Look at the prices now. Good time to buy. In 2017, the Royal Blues came out, and these, I don't know if you remember it, like in the height of sneaker crazy mania, these were so expensive. These were like, I don't know, $600, $500, $700 dead stock. Now, they've come back down to earth at $200 to $300, depending on your size. So I don't have these, but I'm hoping they redo these sometime soon. I know they did the reimagined versions recently, so probably not. No, those are under resale. So this list is mainly for done in the vein of an original. Um, so I do have reimagined on here, but like hopefully they don't differ too much. The reimagined of the Royal Blues, that was a step too far. No one liked them. I don't like them. But the 2017s, pretty affordable right now. Um, then in italics, I have ones that haven't had a retro anytime soon, or like I mean the Shadows have had they've had a retro. Shadow Jordan 1, but I think they're still pretty expensive. Yeah. 20 not okay. Okay, not yeah, see some of these prices are a little expensive. Okay. I forgot this was 2018. I'll modify this list right now. They're depending on your size. Some are affordable, but it's kind of like the Royal Blue. Now the Kentucky hasn't had a retro in a minute. I think those will be expensive. Kentucky Jordan 1 high. Yeah, these haven't had a retro in a minute. The natural gray lows, they came out both in 2023 as the 85 cut and the 2021 version, which was confusing to me. Some people have explained it. They already had the idea for them. They sent them through, and then the 85 thing happened. Anyways, very affordable. You can get these under retail. That's why I highlighted them green. Same with the metallic navy low, also that came out in 2024, can also get under retail. Both of these you can get under retail. And these were the only two, if you didn't know, only two low tops that were originally released in 1985. The only two Jordan 1 lows that were originally released was the natural grays and metallic navy. And you can get both those under retail right now, retros of them. The metallic navy high came out in 2016. The red one came out in 2017. Both of these, around a little above retail. Nothing crazy, nothing taxing, but depending on your size, it's going to be a little above retail. I love my metallic reds. Yeah. These used to be on sale for so long. You could get these under retail for so long. Then the Jordan 1s blew up and then they got expensive. Now they're back down to earth. Recent pickup of mine, the metallic burgundy high. These came out in an 85 cut this year. Already getting, you can get them on sale. So then you're left with 4 metallics that haven't really retroed anytime soon. Or there's been versions of them, but they're not true to the originals. You know, there's been a women's metallic purple, and I think there's been a green that's been part of a pack, but no true retros of these have happened yet. So then for some extra credit, if you want to expand your credit, if you want to get some bonus points in your collection, there's 2 sample colorways. These were samples back in 1985, the Georgetown and the Gym Red and White. They never released, but they, I think, were samples. Versions of them were made in very limited supply. So the Georgetown that came out in 2022 in the 85 cut, and then part of the New Beginnings pack, that All-Star Break pack, there was one of the shoes was a red and white Jordan 1. And that was a player exclusive back in 85. And that was also the 85 cut. Those are available, but they're expensive. Also, what came out that year was the AJKO and the Chicago colorway. These were retroed in 2021. Also can get them under retail. So, in summary, what are we missing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only really of this whole collection of Jordan 1s that released in 1985. You can get retros of every single one except for 5, and for a relatively reasonable cost. So, not many people can do the OG collection. I know there's some guys out there that have the entire collection, but that's, you know, that's a mortgage. That's a small house. That's a couple houses in, like, you know, states like Mississippi. So not many of us can do that or have access to that. But you can get retros of all those shoes. If that's your thing. That's kind of my thing. That's kind of what I'm going for. So yeah, just food for thought. Brings us to our I'm gonna throw my Lowheat steal of the day in here. Is check out these ones under retail. These retros under retail. Those are my steals of the day. Go online. Think about copping. If at all you're thinking about it before they go up. I don't think that's not a warning they will go up. I'm just saying you'll feel bad if they do. So why not cop them now if it's something you want? All right, quick little plug for the channel. With all this Jordan Retro talk of next year, I put up a quick poll, and it's already put this poll up an hour ago. I already got 25 votes. Thanks for voting. Which upcoming Air Jordan Retro are you most excited for? Of these 4 options, put this up on my channel. Go check it out. Give me a sub. Vote. I didn't include the Bred AJ1 or the UNC AJ1 because I thought those would like run away with it potentially. So I felt these were all more even. And you only get 4 options for polls, image polls on YouTube. I wish you got 6. But looks like so far the white cement is in the lead. And what's crazy about this retro and this shoe is I'm generally a white sneaker guy. There's something about the white cement 4 and the fire red 4 that just look like Foot Locker shoes to me. Something about them, they look like kitty or cheap. I don't know. I much prefer the military blue 4 and the black cement 4. I don't really love the white cement or the fire red 4. And they're all, you know, there are like white shoes and I like white shoes, so it's weird to me. It's just I'll probably end up passing on this one and getting this black cement 3. Another shoe I've passed on in the past is the black metallic Air Jordan 5, or something I haven't really gravitated towards. recent years, I don't know, something about it. I just like it. I think maybe when Off-White and Virgil did their own versions of the five, got me looking at the fives more. And I just, yeah, the black metallic Air Jordan 5 just hits now for some reason when it didn't used to. And so I'll be looking to get that for sure. I just feel like it goes with a lot of my wardrobe, black t-shirts and blue jeans. I just feel like it's perfect for that. Anyways, all right, I'm moving on to our next segment. Hot dropping. What's dropping imminently? What is dropping imminently? Keep your eyes out for. The Air Flightposite just dropped today on sneakers. Didn't talk about this previously because this one is like KD and Tim Duncan wore this, but I guess this was like when I was like a freshman in high school. These dropped. I didn't notice a ton of kids getting these or wearing these, so there's a whiff of nostalgia for me personally, but I don't remember a ton of kids rocking these. I kind of like that colorway, but I wouldn't. I'm not hyped on these. They also look uncomfortable. Uh, what is wild is in a day or so, in a couple days, these Clogposites will be dropping. Now these, if you can put like, if you can freak these, I'm sure you can. Uh, some people can. That's, that's an achievement unlocked if you can freak these. Like I can put together. I would just never get these. I'm not hating on them. It's just I couldn't get off enough fits with these to be worth it. To have these sit in my house. This would be like a one and done red carpet deal. And like, what red carpet events am I going to? This would be like you go on a late night show and freak these with something. Um, and that's not my life. so props to any of you who like these and who can get a fit off in these repeatedly. Because like I said, I could definitely figure something out to rock these two, maybe some event, but then they're just sitting. These are not everyday wears for me. I'm not gonna Adam Sandler these every day down to the court and get buckets in these. So yeah, this feels like an Adam Sandler shoe, and it wears with some bright red baggy shorts and a blue t-shirt. That's what I see in these. Or he puts together some dope fit, baggy black Japanese designer fit with those. And yeah, anyways. I do remember what was nostalgic was the year before. So I think these were the Air Flightposite released I think in 99. I more remember the Total Air Foamposite, which came out in 98. And this was like Tim Duncan's signature shoe. I remember kid in my school had these and super chunky. Again, this wasn't my shoe to wear back then, but I remember these, so it's like some nostalgia factor there. And these are like look like moon shoes, like astronaut shoes. They did look cool. Um, kind of. Uh, I look at these now fondly. But yeah, I remember these more. So shout out to the Total Air Foamposite Max. You got the Air Max unit almost all the way through. That was kind of dope. Um, Another one that was nostalgic that's coming up this weekend, dropping this weekend, is the Air Jordan 14 Black Toe, uh, one of the original colorways. I don't think this was his first one that he debuted in the playoffs. I think he wore yeah, he wore this during his last finals ever, but was it this one or was it the black and red one? I think it might have been the black and red one, and this was just one of the general release colorways. But I remember people wearing these, and then they would wear the crap out of. It was an expensive shoe back then. Uh, this little tip on the side, the foam would start to peel off or separate from the upper. But definitely remember, this was a big Christmas present for kids to get. Big Christmas present. Kids would come in fresh ones right in January, right after the Christmas break. So yeah, I remember this shoe fondly. Again, never rocked it, never wanted it, but now in my old age, it would be cool to have it in the collection. I don't think I'm gonna go for them, but I'm gonna pass. But it's just because I wouldn't wear it enough. But unlimited space for storage, unlimited money. Definitely copying these and just having it in the collection. one of his last with the Bulls, his last signature shoe that he wore in a finals. So a lot of history with that one. And like, just like it was a wild looking shoe back then. Like unique design, but also looked dope. Also coming up, Palace Skateboards released this week. Last week they did the Cordura stuff. This week they're doing the Polartec stuff. Who remembers Polartec and like Thinsulate? I really like these jackets, and I like that hat, the ear flap brimmed hat. I like the pants. I like this whole fit. I would love the bucket hat's not for me, but I like the brim hat, brim flappy ear hat. Like give me this whole fit. Okay, again, less wearable day to day. Give me the black one, the entire black fit with the black version of the ear flap cap. I think that's fire. Anyways, just wanted to show. Again, this is my podcast. Barely anyone's listening, so I just talk about what I like. You'll notice that like there's a lot of things, other shows, podcasts cover big Jordan retro news. I already been yapping for however long. I only want to talk about the things that I like, really, for the most part. Like Jordan 9 olives dropping, that might be some of your favorites. Just it was never a thing for me. He wasn't even playing right at that time when those came out. I don't think he was, or he was on the verge of coming back. Um, yeah, that was never a thing for me, so I'm just not covering it. The satin Jordan 11s, like no one likes them, so there's nothing to talk about. Like I don't think any of you like them. I don't like those. Yeah, those they're not satin. What are they? They're whatever the Jordan 11s are that are coming out that look not great. Someone can get them off. Maybe some girls out there like them. Shout out to Salomon. I'm a sucker for Gore-Tex and this Boris Bidjan Saberi. Bidjan Boris Bidjan Saberi collab. I just like these. Again, I'm a sucker for Gore-Tex and these boots. I like those. Coming out on Halloween. Those are kind of fire. We'll stick with Salomon here. They got a Maison Margiela collab coming out. Jackets look fire, but jackets definitely look fire. But what I wanted to talk about quick was they got some Salomon shoes dropping it, and I just remember when like for like 3 days, the Salomon Margiela, I think they were Salomon Margiela, the red versions of those, Rihanna wore on stage during the Super Bowl halftime. It just had people kind of in a chokehold. Uh, let's see here. I should have had these up already. Yeah. hmm I remember like these were like highly available, and then she wore these in her outfit, and all of a sudden they like sold out instantly in like all the big sizes, but they were kind of still available. Here's Yeah, she wore an all red outfit. She wore an all red outfit, and then well, I don't want any of these cookies. She wore an all red outfit in those, and they like immediately sold out in most sizes. But anyways, here's the pink versions. This year's pink versions, and then this colorway. So, kind of like them. I don't know if I could. They're great. They'd be a great New York rain shoe, but you know, hiking, protect the ankles from debris getting in. If you don't know about like true hiking on a non-curated path, you get crap down in your shoes. Even a curated path, you get pebbles and dirt. You should know that. Most people know that. So that's in those like ankle gaiters are nice for like protecting from that annoying stuff happening while hiking. All right. Last topic. Heat check. This is some low heat stuff that's already out available. You could consider getting. It's just stuff that I like. Continuing with Maison Margiela, they did a Timex collab, Timex watch collab, and I slept on this. This dropped earlier this week or last week, and I completely slept because I totally would have gone after either a watch or these absolutely fire watch rings. Now, let me know in the comments. Be honest. Are these fire or are these like corny? I don't really care what you say. I think they're fire, even if you think it's corny. Maybe a lot of people think it's corny. I just think this Margiela ring watch would be dope. I slept on this. I don't really have the money to buy this stuff, but I'm considering it on StockX. A little pricey, but how dope, man. Anyways, let me know in the comments. Do you think it's fire or corny? Up next, and did a collaboration with Adidas, and they got some sweet. These are available. These are available. They sweet end collaboration. Adidas always collab with that. And a couple. They have this SL72, which I love that model, all white, great. Gum bottom Gazelle indoor in pink, and they're calling this like the Laundromat collab, and then this prototype TRX. Really like this Gazelle, like the colorway of the Gazelle, hexagonal mesh on the tongue. And then I really like the SL72. I'm a big fan of this model in general. I've never owned a pair of SL72s. I need to at some point, but the 125 in the US, not bad. I should see if these ever go on sale. This is a good one to keep an eye on to go on sale. My size all sold out though in the SL72. The pink ones, my size is available. I just have, Samba-esque, Gazelle-esque shoes, so I don't really need another pair. But yeah, really like that colorway. And then finally, Nikki Diamonds and Diamond Supply have released their own slide. EA injected foam or foam injected or whatever. And it comes with a dope box too. Look at that. So would love to know, comment if you guys are messing with these at all. Currently I have some, like some 3D printed Adidas slides for the house. Don't really need any more right now, but I don't know about the clogs, but I could definitely, I would rock the slides. I would rock the slides. $110. Be interesting if any of you guys mess with these. $110. The white ones will definitely get dirty. Yeah, the clogs seem a bit much, but I could rock the slides. I could rock the slides. I appreciate what he did here. He might be a little late to the game, a little tad late to the game, but that being said, when it's so unique being late to the game, maybe adds new life, like continues the game per se, right? He didn't just come with the same thing that's already available. So that's maybe what you need to do if you are going to be late to the clog and slide game, foam game. I like the the diamond Tiffany colorway. But yeah, I think I'll be passing on those for now. And that's it. Please like, subscribe. Do all the stuff. Check out if you want. Check me out on Spotify. I will be getting, like I said, in the Salehe New Balance 530s in. So you're gonna subscribe to see that unboxing. And yeah, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. And we'll see you next time. See you next week on next week's show.